Yo, 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 what's going on, everyone? What's going on? It's your boy, Coach Ricks. We got Ron Lemon, we got Bishop Frank, we got TP Grill in the building. How's everyone doing today?
Glorious.
Yeah, living large and supercharged, ready to rock and roll.
Living large and supercharged. TP, how's everything going your way, boy, in Georgia? Or should I say in
Excellent,
Atlanta?
brother. Thank you for asking. How's everybody feeling today?
But feeling beautiful.
Feeling real good, man. Feeling real good. Well, let me do our little intro. This is Coach's Talk, man, where we discuss all things OU related, college football related, all things in between. Before we get started, please hit the like button, hit the red subscribe button, like the videos, ring the bell so you won't miss any content that we got going forward. Today's agenda: can Oklahoma beat Alabama? Everybody, all week, all you've been hearing is Alabama is just juggernaut that Oklahoma just can't hang with. We heard the same thing last year, and Oklahoma went in there, curb stomped them. I think that was a little bit. I think last year was exciting, but I think that was not expected. I think Oklahoma was really struggling last year, but I think this year the talk is Brent Venables still in signals? That's all I keep hearing. All I keep hearing is he's still in signals. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all, man, from a coach's point of view, I watch so much tape. If your dumbass is stupid enough to use the same signals and same signs to call defenses, and I pick up on it, that's on your ass. It ain't stealing. It's just that you got to change up the things, and that's just being realistic. I mean, who gonna sit here and really think that Brent Venables has time to try to sit there and steal signs? That's honest to God saying that he is not one of the best defensive coordinators there is right now. It's pretty much what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a little disrespectful.
Yeah,
it is.
It's
okay.
truly disrespectful because the simple fact is, they know the truth. It's just one of those narratives. It's easy to tag on to, and that's what they did. So hey, that's all right. Documentation beat conversation. You got to do it on the field.
See, I see this a little bit differently. Everybody's up in their fields thinking that a shot was taken, but I listened to the interview and it really sounded like he was poking fun at it instead of actually claiming that.
I think he was too.
I think we think he does is too. But the first, my whole thing is at this point, as much eye in the sky has been put on tape. If you can't adjust on the fly and make sure it's not the same signal, that's on you.
By this time in the season, if your quarterback doesn't know exactly what adjustments you're going to make whenever you come up to the line and you see and read the defense, then you're not coaching right.
True, and that's why I'm subjective when I say what I'm about to say. I call bullshit on it because this defense has been doing this against everybody, good, bad, or whatever. They've been doing it against anybody and everybody. So to sit here and say that Brent Venables is sign stealing is crazy. But it ain't just that. Tackles for loss. That comes from effort. Tackles for loss come from effort. That ain't got nothing to do with sign stealing. Getting pressure on the quarterback. That's from effort. That's nothing to do with if you want to be realistic, if you're talking about sign stealing, it mainly has to go for passing plays. Because run plays are still the same basic formation and everything, same your gap assignments. But if you move somebody to the left, I mean, I'm going to be here and be honest with you. I've had a team that they spread the ball out. They go to nobody in the backfield but the quarterback, and they go 5 wide. Tight end included. They go 5 wide. So what can I do? Sit there and just say, oh, well, I'm just going to go to the basic formation and just hope and pray? No, I'm going to put my guys in the 3-4, have my linebackers and everything, which is pretty much my hybrids, go out there and guard the tight ends and guard the slots. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to blitz an A and B gap and let the quarterback roll outside to where I have help on my defensive ends. That's just plain and simple. That's not hard. logic. That's simple logic. I don't want the quarterback to push up in the down pocket because now we don't know where he's at and he can go in any avenue. I want to roll his ass out either left or roll his ass out right. If he rolls out left, he can hardly throw back across the body to the right side of the field. So we're just going to contain his ass to that side of the field. If you're rolling right, we're going to contain to the left because it's hard to throw back across your body. You want to roll your quarterback out to where you have help. Now, Bishop, you're a DC. Am I saying anything different?
No, you're right on T. You're right on T, man.
Okay. Now I know I call offense, but I'm pretty sure I can read defenses too. And it ain't that damn hard.
Yeah. That's why it was just it really was just a finesse move at the time to get us thinking. If you think that was pretty crafty of Kiffin at that time to get us thinking, and then actually he implemented. It took us to the second half to make our adjustments. But hey, that's why we play the game, so that way something like that happened, you put that in your toolbox and make sure that doesn't have an opportunity to come against you again.
Can I say one thing, and maybe this is what it really is? Nobody wants to admit that Oklahoma just has better players than Alabama. You know, I mean, can we just say that? Because when you look at the stats and everything on the defensive side and offensive side, it's not that real big of a deal when it comes to Alabama. So they're not the same old Alabama under Nick Saban. And that's what everybody keeps forgetting. They're a good team. Don't get me wrong. They are a good team. But what high-power offense besides Tennessee have they faced? TP, Lemon, Bishop. Other than Tennessee, what other high-power offense? South Carolina?
Ole Miss. Or Mississippi.
They got good defense. And the wide receivers are legit. So I'm not taking anything away from them.
No.
For whatever reason, they run the ball poorly. I think that's more of a coaching decision than a talent decision, a talent reason. I think the coach is just one of those guys that wants to throw it more than run it, kind of like what we got.
I'll push back on that because our offensive line situation, you look at our injury report, 2/3 of it's our offensive line. You look at theirs, there's maybe one offensive lineman on their injury report. I'm all with you. It's a coaching decision. I think that their offensive line is not getting coached right for the run, but I can't say it's a lack of coaching on our side. I think we found the right guys and we're starting to push through.
When I say coaching decision, I'm just talking about up until the last couple of games, maybe the last two. There's really not been a solid commitment to the run, and I understand some things. There's some issues up front, but when I look at Alabama, I think they're really not committed to it. I don't think we're committed to it either. I really don't. I think we started to commit in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
With X. Last 2 games, not 2 weeks, last 2 games with X. But before that, I think we were more either let Mateer run it or let Mateer throw it. And then whoever's behind him, yeah, maybe he'll get it, maybe. Most likely not. But I don't know. We just had a couple of 100-yard games in a row, I think.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah.
I would like to add a little insight. I think for the most part that I think Arbuckle is just finding his groove in the big games because up until Texas, we thought, it was decent run, but really who have we played except for Michigan? But when we got to Texas is when I think that's when he found out that you really have to establish the run. And it slipped away from him because it got to where it was a pressure point. And in that situation, you got to stick to your script. And he went off script.
Well, we can say one thing. Every time we play Texas, the only way to beat them, we know the number one thing you got to do.
Right.
Run the ball. Just run.
Is this? I get those feelings every once in a while, and this is one of those feelings I get about this game. Everybody is talking about Alabama is this, Alabama's that. If you watch the Ole Miss game, if you watch the Georgia game with Alabama, if you watch the South Carolina game, if you watch the Tennessee game, a lot of things went right for Alabama just to win those games. And you still, but it's the way it is. It's a win's a win. We keep saying it, a win's a win. But if you look at the way that they won and look at the way that Oklahoma won some of their games, they're pretty much identical on some of those games. Running game wasn't very good, but you got it done somehow, some way. Defensive turnovers helped you win that game. Let me ask you guys a question. If it comes down to special teams, who does it favor?
Oklahoma for sure.
The best kicker in the nation, number 29 for OU.
Yeah.
Well, there's more to it than just that number 29. There's more to it. So when I think special teams, I'm thinking about return game. I'm thinking about coverage game.
Oh, we know.
Think about all of them.
Yeah. I'll just have a little fun. You're right. You got it, TP. I got you.
And thank you. This is what I'm saying. My guns right here. This is what I'm saying. Bama quarterbacks taking 4 to 5 seconds to throw. Time to say hello to him. He hasn't seen a front four like Oklahoma's. They always in the backfield. This is what I was always trying to say, is that we always give these stats. We always give these numbers about what certain people do. We give these numbers off what they've done and who they played. Okay? You might not have played caliber offensive or defenses like you're about to now. I'm saying this right now. Oklahoma's defense is not like any defense they faced so far. Not close. Not even to Georgia. Georgia's defense is not what Georgia's defense used to be. So when you struggle against South Carolina because South Carolina got pressure on you up in the middle, that's where David Stone and Jay Jackson live, is up in the middle. Now, and even if R. Mason don't start, I think Wine and everything, and I think that some other guys and everything, man, can still get back there and cause a little bit of havoc. My problem and where I stress when it comes to this game is when the play breaks down and the quarterback gets loose. That's the only worry I have, because now our guys have a tendency to come up and give up the big play on the back end. That's the only concern that I have. Lemon, is that one of your concerns as well?
Yeah, I mean the game plan against Alabama defensively has been very well laid out by both Georgia and LSU, which is if your front three, front four can harass the quarterback, then you layer in with either a zone or you pick up man and with a too high and try to get as much coverage as you can, because your DBs are going to get tested. What they don't give us credit on is all season our run defense has been the number one run defense in the nation, and so every team has had to back up, and it's the ones that have a more accurate quarterback are the ones that harass us. But we still keep all the points, like we're the least scored on team in the nation. There's reason. It's just our offense needed to start clicking. So yeah, we're in a good place.
Let me ask you guys this, and you will start with TP. How can Oklahoma beat Georgia? I mean, how can Oklahoma beat Alabama?
Well, the first thing is we need to be better off We need to be better with discipline. Let's start with that. Got to be better with discipline. We absolutely have to run the ball. And Mateer has to bring his A game, meaning let's keep our footwork good and clean, and let's make our decisions precise and just clear it. Just commit. Whatever the decision is, John, commit to it and go. None of this kind of panicking type thing. Just commit and do it. That's all. Just commit and go. So that's what we need from them. The back end's got to be great. Back end has to be great because they thrive off of. Everybody was telling me number 5 early in the year. They were telling me number 5 is their guy. And I was like, no, it's number 2. Number 2's the man. Number 2. No. And damn it, number 5, boy. Listen, he looking like a little Debo Samuels from Debo from back when he was with the 49ers. That's what he looking like to me. But my favorite is still number 2. He's still my favorite. So just that means the back end is got to be up. I believe Gentry's back, which helps.
Yeah,
I believe he's back. At least he was interviewed earlier in the week.
He's back.
So again, back end must play spectacular, and John Mateer must play spectacular. Everybody else just be disciplined.
Okay.
Do your assignment. Be disciplined, and we'll come out all right.
All right, Dwayne, what do you think? What does Oklahoma have to do to beat Alabama?
I'm gonna have to back up what TP said about the run game. Mateer needs to be on his job, and no more of them silly little penalties. We have to be disciplined, like you said. We can't be going ahead 10 yards ahead, then get penalized 5 and put ourselves behind the chains because that'll hurt. And and the offensive line, I think they got into a place where they need to be forced.
Dwayne, oh, there he is. Dwayne, you muted. We can't hear you. Nope, still can't hear you. Until we get you back in. Hey, Lemon, what does Oklahoma have to do to beat Alabama?
So defensively, we got to keep doing what we're doing. Don't change the sauce. The sauce works. The only problem that we're really going to have on defense-wise is Ty Simpson is one of the fastest read downs that I've seen in college football so far. The man goes through his progression the fastest I've seen out of the quarterbacks in the SEC, and he makes the decision and go. So, got to keep a spy on him, keep it working. Now on offensive side, I'm not worried about the offensive line anymore. I think we found our beasts to get running. So, in terms of their defense, their run defense is not that great. If we get X-Rob and Blaylock rolling, we pepper in some Mateer on the run, that's going to open up the back end. We'll see. We'll have him at least a little bit more comfortable on our throw. But like TP says, like he got Mateer has to have a quality game, hands down. Mateer has to have a quality game for us to win this.
All right, Bishop. What do you think that Oklahoma needs in order to beat Alabama?
They need to pound the. They have to pound our running our tackle gaps with the run. They have to, when they make a decision, they need to trust the decision and not try to go off script. On top of that, I agree with all of you guys. We have to stay disciplined. This is not a game to get cute or to get in your feels and do your own thing. Everything is going to count, and every yard, we need every yard. Every yard we gain has to stay positive. And on top of that, with the defense, Venables is going to go back to the chess game. and he's the best at it, and he knows how to get it done. We just got to trust the process and trust your eyes and communicate on the back end with the cornerbacks and backers. Just communicate with one another so you know what's going on, and if anything changes or any adjustments, then you know the adjustments.
One other thing. I got
Yes,
one
sir.
more thing.
Yes,
This
sir.
this is probably the most important thing. Somebody needs to get Brent Venables on the phone, call him, and let him know that OU, while he's been their coach, is 4-0 with me in the stands. So I don't know if he needs to send for a police escort, state trooper escort, or whatever, but I'm going to be in Bama. I'm going to be in Alabama playing golf, and he should just send for me and have me come over there and be in the stands because he's 4-0 with me in the stands. Somebody needs to call him. If somebody in the chat, if you got his phone number, give him a call, let him know.
You stupid. All right.
But it's the truth. It sounds silly, but it's the true story. He's
No.
undefeated when I'm in the building.
All right. My assessment of how Oklahoma can beat Alabama is simple. Don't make the plays complicated. Make the plays simple. This is going to be one of those games, man, where it's whoever has the ball last is probably going to win the game. Whoever commits the least amount of penalties is going to pretty much win the game. Whoever that does what they need to do when they need to do it is going to win this game. Less penalties. Exactly, David. We can't commit on third downs. We cannot give free downs. We cannot allow drives to continue when we have them stop behind. I don't know how many times we've had 3rd and 19 or 3rd and 18, and for somehow, some way, we get a pass interference, or we get a holding, or we get roughing the passer and everything on something that's very stupid. Contain our composure. Go in there and do our job. I don't want to see John Mateer thinking too much. If you're going to run, you run. If you're going to pass, you pass. You have time. If you look at it, the line is getting better. If you have time, go through your progressions. If you got to take a sack, take a sack. Don't try to do anything crazy. I've never told my quarterback, don't get a sack. Hold on to the ball, take a sack. Let's live another down. Let's not try to make a play happen and make a turnover. I believe if it comes down to special teams, I believe that Tate and everything, man, is going to kick some field goals. I do know for a fact that Alabama's kicker is not as good as Oklahoma, so we have that on our side. Just be physical. Just be physical. I think Alabama now is the pretty team out west. The new updated Washington team is what I think they are. They're not the old Alabama that's physical, smash you in the mouth, and let's keep it going. Oklahoma just needs to be physical. That's it. If we do those things, we're going to still be in the ball game. I think that we'll have a chance to win this game. I'm thinking that it's going to be a good game. Everybody thinking that it's some kind of revenge tour and this and that. Look, the teams that gave Alabama trouble, your South Carolinas, that game right there puzzled me, how South Carolina gave them trouble. And we beat the brakes off South Carolina. I never understood how you walk into a game and you know that you are definitely overmatched, or you're definitely more committed to winning this game handedly, and you go in there and you fiddle fall around, and now you're in a battle with a team that ain't worth shit. So if Alabama goes in there and try to embarrass and beat Oklahoma and do all these things, it might backfire on them. It might backfire. They are a very finesse offense. They're not the old offense of Nick Saban. So that's why I'm saying that I've never thought in my 52 years of life I would ever say that Oklahoma of now is more physical than Alabama in the SEC. But they are. So that's just my take on what I feel like Oklahoma can do to win this ball game. My next question for you guys. what is it finally time? And I know it's TP, and I know that Dwayne gonna be pissed when I say this. Is it finally time for Texas to beat Georgia? Lemon?
Now you are going to put me on the spot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If we want a chance to the best chance to get into the playoff, not leave the SEC championship out of it. The best chance to get into the playoffs is for Texas to beat Georgia. But I will always cheer for whoever's going to beat the brakes off of Texas, because anytime Texas loses, an angel gets its wings. So I'm torn.
I mean, I'm gonna put it up to you guys. I just want to ask because yes, TP.
No, I was just laughing a little bit. Man, nothing orange. I don't even think Lemon liked the sun. Nothing orange.
All right, Dwayne.
How did you put it, TP? I want to hear that line again. His granddaddy was.
Oh yeah. His granddaddy was a bum. His uncles was bums. He a bum. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't do it, Lemon. Lemon, you've destroyed my humanity in you, man. You never root for Texas. I can't believe you spoke that word. How could you? No, man. We don't want anything good to happen to Texas. But I see your point, man. Does it really have to be win? Does it really have to be Texas to beat Georgia for us to get in there?
I said the best chance. I did not say that it has to happen. I said the best chance for us to get in requires Texas to win.
Well, it doesn't matter about Texas. If we win out, we're in, regardless of whoever.
Yeah.
Due to our schedule, it doesn't matter if we win out. What would help us? But it wouldn't help us, because if Texas beats Georgia, even if they do lose to Texas A&M, they'll only have 2 conference losses, and they would be 10-2.
No, I think they have more than that, Coach. Texas? You mean Texas or Georgia?
Texas has 2 conference losses, and that's it.
Yeah.
No, 1 conference loss.
Okay.
1 conference loss, and that's to Florida. If they beat Georgia, they'll still only have 1. If they lose to Georgia, they'll have 2.
Okay.
And then if they lose to A&M, they'll have 3. If Oklahoma loses to Alabama but wins out, a 9-3 Texas and a 9-3 Oklahoma, Texas is going, because they beat Oklahoma head-to-head.
Yeah.
So if we win out, it doesn't matter what Texas does.
Right.
But I'm going to say this, man, and I'm going to be realistic. I think Oklahoma really can win this game. And everybody I've heard them say about Tennessee. Oh, Tennessee going to go in there and embarrass them. Okay. If we didn't throw an interception on some BS and instead of running the ball, we would have won by 12 points. Double digits in that game. Because after that interception, they went down there and scored. But if we would have just ran the ball and run the clock down, they would have got the ball back probably with a minute left in the ball game. It wouldn't have mattered then.
Yep.
So it's just a lot, man. It's just a lot of variables on this game, man. I'm being honest. I've seen so many people pick with their hearts and their feelings about this game. T. Boomer hit it on the head. I agree. They got a Lincoln Riley type of coach at Bama. He is all about finesse. He's not about. When was the last time DeBoer had a running back that just pound the ball and he gonna run 20, 30 times? You ain't.
Style. That's his style.
Nick
his
Saban
style
and his teams used to pound that ball. You think that Derrick Henry and them all would come to this type of team right now when you don't run the ball 20, 30 times? No. Mark Ingram, all those guys, they went to Alabama because Alabama ran the ball 20 and 30 times. Pro style type of running. They get the running game going, then they'll do that play action and go across the middle on the tight ends, or you hit those guys that are going across the middle, and it's a wrap. But this team right here, that's why there is no running game. He is a pass-happy coach, and he does it well. Don't get me wrong, he does it well. But one thing Oklahoma can hurt you with, if they make your ass one-dimensional, you in trouble. And this is what we're not wanting to admit. Yes, Alabama is good. I'm not saying they are not. But you cannot go into the CFP one-dimensional. You just can't. Now, maybe I'm an OU homer, but I'm also a coach and everything that realizes and everything that during playoffs, that's when everything rises to the occasion. You start play calling a little bit better. And I think Arbuckle is going to call a damn good game this week. I got a feeling about this game, guys. I just don't know what it is. I got a feeling about this damn ball game. That Oklahoma's going to go in there. I'm not going to say it won't be close. I would never say that because they're going into a hostile environment. I would never say that. But I will say I think Oklahoma goes in here and plays one of their best games they've ever played. Because they have to. They know, and we know, this is the last. Let's just be realistic. LSU falling apart. You still got to play the game, though. But LSU is not the same LSU it was at the beginning of the season. With the freshman that's going right now at Missouri, he couldn't throw the ball in the ocean, and he was out there on the boat on the last game he played. He looked terrible. He looked worse than terrible. And they got the brakes beat up to them by Texas A&M. They could have scored 77 points on their ass, but they stopped scoring. It could have got ugly real quick. I think if Oklahoma can squeak by with this game, there's a real good chance Oklahoma goes 10-2. It's a real good chance. If Oklahoma does go 10-2, if you are a team going into the CFP, would you want to play a 10-2 Oklahoma? After the schedule they don't win through, and the teams they don't beat, would you want to play a 10-2 Oklahoma?
Nah, not even close.
I
Fire
don't think
tested.
people want to play a 7-2 Oklahoma.
Thank you.
Now, are we just OU homers, or? But I had a guy tell me today. He said, "Will, it ain't. Stop saying OU homer." He said, "You guys got to stop using that. Well, after you say something that's fact or that's a stat that can back it up, you guys always come back and say, well, I know I might be an OU homer, but," he said, "stop saying that. Y'all's track record, y'all's stats, y'all's record, y'all's the overall." How he said the overall aspect of your team has shown you are one of the dangerous 7-2 teams right now in the FPS. Excuse me, in the CFP. You are one of the dangerous 7-2 teams because your defense will always keep you in ball games. Your quarterback is what's hurting you guys right now because if you have that 4-0 John Mateer that played the way he was playing before he got hurt, playing now, a lot of these games wouldn't even be close. Yes, TP, I know you want to say it. Go ahead and say it.
I don't say it because his throwing cost us points in them wins early in the year before he broke his thumb. So I'm not, post-surgery or before surgery. You can pick him apart before surgery. What he did do better before the thumb surgery was run better. Now, I don't know for a fact. I don't know anybody and the medical staff at OU, but it just appears to me that he runs a little slower and maybe with a slight hitch in his gait. Whether he got a wheel hurt, whether it's an ankle, knee, or hip or hammy or whatever, it just appears he looked better against Tennessee, but in previous games before that, it didn't look like he had that giddy up, that
Yeah,
gear that he
BB.
was hitting earlier.
Yeah, and Coach BB concurred and came out, and that John was nursing a knee during that whole from Texas
Okay,
on. So
thank
yeah,
you, thank you. Yeah, so that's an issue, but I think he looked better against Tennessee. That'll be 2 weeks ago, come Saturday. So he did look better running the ball. I need him if he needs to run it 25 times. I'm good with that, long as it gets me a win. If he gives it to X-Man 25 times, I'm even better with that because you only gonna want to hit X about 2 times. That third time, you're gonna be thinking about your clavicle. What my man Coach Herm Edwards used to say, he's a clavicle buster. That's what he is. And
Yeah.
later on, you don't want to run into that. You don't want to run into that issue. So
Look who jumped
yo,
in the building. Look who jumped in the
look
building.
who's in the building.
Mr. Kyle Dupress. How you doing, big dog?
What's up, fellas?
What's
Not much,
good?
man. Not much, man. Sitting up here trying
I'm a
to
little
figure
late.
out. Oh no, you good. You good. We're trying to figure out ways that Oklahoma can beat Alabama. So you in here now. So we've gotten everybody else's aspect. What do you think it would take for Oklahoma to beat Alabama?
Um, well, I mean, it's the same head coach from last year, so I guess I mean I know you're not going to be able to do the exact same game plan as last year because you ain't got the same personnel and all that, but definitely a run game. Run game, I think is gonna. If we have a run game, I think it could win. It could be the difference of winning and losing the game. Without a run game, I don't think we have a shot, to be honest.
Hey, that's simple. I think everybody said the same thing, a run game. A run game. Now, like TP said, if that entitles Mateer running the ball 20 times, X-Rod running the ball 20 times, I'm cool with whatever it takes to keep that Alabama offense off the field.
Yeah, I
Because
think. Oh, I'm sorry.
no. One thing that kills momentum, one thing that kills a home field advantage is if they can't get their ass on the field to do anything. And then when you do come on the field, 1 or 2 3 and outs, and the other team goes down there, and even if it's a field goal, that's very depleting when you can't get anything going. Now, to sit here and say you're going to go from 3 points last year to what some people are saying now, 38 points, I guess a better defense, just because you're playing at home, don't make sense, and it don't make good math. I just don't see it. Now, it is a different quarterback, but the quarterback that you're bringing in is not as mobile as the one that we beat last year. So that means you're going to have to get the ball out of his hand fast. And Bishop, I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it nothing before the game start because I'm going to be yelling it on the TV. If we are not in bump and run, I'm going to be pissed.
Facts.
you might as
Facts.
well get pissed now because coach ain't gonna play no bump and run.
When you
You
have a
might as well get
quarterback,
pissed right now.
I'm just saying, when you have a quarterback that gets rid of the ball in 2 or 3 or 4 seconds, you got to be in bump and run because
Yeah,
that messes the timing up tremendously. You cannot let those wide receivers get free reign and just run and give you a little juga, and then they're gone, and then your ass is left in the damn dust. Put a hand on them.
yeah. I think this game, if nothing else, the key is you cannot. It's too many eyes in the sky. Tapes out, and BB knows he cannot stay in zone the whole night. So he's got to trust these young men to do their job. And if that means I got to be physical, then let's get physical, man. Let's put them in bump and run and let's go to town. Because the key is that gives your lineman a chance to get a sack. And the whole thing is we got to create a new line of scrimmage.
What's up, Lemon? Say it, Lemon. What you got, Lemon?
No. I'm completely agreeing with Bishop. Hands down. You have to our defensive ends and our D line gets in that backfield quick. and it's all about the two-step drop and dump off. That's all, and only give him that 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out.
One thing that I can help you guys with is when I played quarterback, it was easy for me to see certain things. But not gonna lie, when the bright lights got real big, the game got real big, and there was pressure coming from spots that I did not expect it, the ball tends to float a little bit higher. The little zip on the ball doesn't get there as fast as it used to, and mistakes happen. I believe
You
if
saw
Oklahoma can get pressure on Ty Simpson and everything, it could make the game very one-dimensional.
you saw it with LSU last week. I noticed a
Yes,
lot of times when they got to Todd Simpson, he was throwing the ball out of bounds just to
yes.
prevent an interception. But I feel like he's going to be forced to make a play, and it's going to come down to if the defense gets to him because he can't just be throwing the ball out of bounds all game. I mean that's not going to win. He can. I'll love it if he does, but I mean if they want to win this game, he's not going to be able to do that against this defense.
If 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 Oklahoma goes in here, and let's just say it, if Oklahoma goes in here and beat Alabama somewhere similar to last year, is that going to make DeBoer what at Alabama?
I don't know. Does it break their home streak though? That's what I'm looking for. Because that's going to put a big stamp on OU right there for the season.
If Oklahoma can go in there and beat Alabama, the number 4 team in the nation, and let's say slip up, I hate to say it, slip up.
Everybody mute.
Oh, hold on.
I can hear you.
Hold on. And slip up, and Lord forbid, lose a game against Missouri or something like that, and maybe they're 9-3. Is that a way to get in, or would the loss to Missouri hurt their chances, even though they knocked off a number 4 Alabama?
Simple answer, Coach. If OU must win the next 3 games to get in. It's a very simple answer. They must win the next 3.
Okay. Does everybody feel that way?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I'm asking. I mean, like I said, I think different, but I do agree. It would be easier to get in 10-2 than it would be sitting there wondering if I'm going to get in or if I'm not going to get in. 10. Yes, sir. TP.
Real quick. OU, our last ranked game is this Saturday. Missouri's not ranked, correct?
Yeah, they're not.
LSU's not ranked. You can beat them all you want, but they're going to say, "Oh, well, they wasn't ranked. Don't matter." You understand?
Yeah.
So you have to win all 3, and you have to win all 3. The other 2 in the beginning of the year they were ranked. They are no longer ranked. So our last ranked game of the season is Saturday, and it's a must-win.
Okay. I question for the panel. This is a question and everything, man, that I got a few off the email address. I mean, the email that we got and everything for the channel. I'm just gonna throw it out there. And this is the simplest question. Damn, who's this? Hold on. Who we got? Dwayne, you trying to come in again? Let me see. Let me remove this one.
Dwayne glitched out.
Oh, did he glitch out? Okay. All right. This is from the panel. What's going on, Coach? This is
Sorry about that,
Ty
fellas.
Gibson.
TP was sounding like Mickey Mouse there for a second.
Oh, okay. This is Ty Gibson. I am from Charlotte, North Carolina. My question is for the panel. Oklahoma has done such a great job this year of keeping great quarterbacks in the pocket, except for Ole Miss's quarterback. My question for you guys is there any chance that Ty Simpson will do something that some quarterbacks have not done this year against Oklahoma?
He might. Ty might be the best thrower that we've seen. I mean, I
Nah,
can't take anything. I can't take
I don't
anything
know.
from that young
I don't
man
know.
at
I
Ole
don't know.
Miss.
Ole Miss.
No, I'm just talking about throwing. I'm just talking about throwing. Ty can throw it. He can throw it on time. He can drop it in there.
yeah,
So
but
he
look,
might be the best thrower we've seen. But
Alabama's offense in the SEC is no comparison to Ole Miss's offense in the ACC. I mean, in the SEC. I think Tennessee was the number one offense in the SEC. Correct, Kyle? Tennessee was the number one.
Yeah. So I have something to say about that. We already faced the best SEC quarterback there is, and we got a W with it. So
I thought so. I just wanted to make
I
sure
mean,
because even though he threw some interceptions, Tennessee's quarterback was the best quarterback in the SEC number wise.
now he might have padded his stats earlier in the year when I think it was Illinois they played, but I mean Alabama sure played a few cupcakes during the year too. And Joey Aguilar right here, I'm looking at it right now at about 200 more yards passing than Ty Simpson. So I think we already faced the best quarterback in the SEC. And then as far as Ty Simpson, he's not dual threat, so he can't really. I mean, I'm sure he can run, but it's really not a threat. But I think BV is going to hone in on that because they have one of the worst rushing offenses in the SEC right now. So that's going to force them to play the pass game. And if you force to play one dimensional, BV is going to make you pay for it. So I think, like, I know I'm being a homer, but I think OU got this. I'm more worried. I was more worried about the Tennessee game than I am about this game.
Dude, thank you, Kyle. Because I was a little bit too. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. It was just something about Josh Heupel having that extra hate for Oklahoma that he was dialing up shit, man, that he's never done before. And they have, to me, and this is just my opinion, y'all can sit here and slap me or talk about me, whatever. I thought that Tennessee had the better wide receivers than Alabama. I thought. And what I mean by that, TP, is 6'4", 6'5", 6'3". That's what I meant. Not like shifty, and I'm talking about 6'5", 6'4", and 6'3" wide receivers that they could exploit against Oklahoma. And then you also got a 6'4" or 6'5" tight end. That's what I mean. I'm not saying skill-wise better than Alabama. I'm just saying they have better receivers as height-wise and numbers-wise.
And put this little caveat: wherever 5 touches the ball, Debo was a good comp for him. No more. You got to wrap up. Our secondary needs to know wrap up. Don't try to do a kill shot on them. That ain't gonna do nothing but bump them and allow them to keep running. Wrap up and let's take them to the ground.
Well, I don't know, guys, because most finesse, which Oklahoma fans should know because we've had a lot of 5-star finesse wide receivers. They do not like to get bumped. They do not like to get manhandled when they're out there. They pretty much want to just run free and run to their spots, run to their assignments and catch the ball. If you are physical with them, that does something to their psyche and everything to where it kind of knocks them off. Because I'm going to be honest, number 2, Ryan, he ain't been this good this year. I'm going to tell you that right now. Something, I don't know what it is this year that he hasn't done, but he just ain't been that guy that we all thought he was going to be.
I think
that's my guy. I ain't gonna lie. That's my favorite wide receiver in college. Number 2 for Alabama. I ain't even gonna lie.
I think Giller. So Giller has been getting put on number 1s a lot most of the games, but I don't think Ron Williams is Alabama's number 1 right now. I think it's is it Jeremy Bernard?
It's Bernard.
I think that's
number
their
5.
wide receiver 1 right now.
Yeah, number 5.
Well, let me ask you this, because you like to keep it, as I want to call it, Lemon keeps it level-headed. He's not like us. He don't get too hostile at times. If Oklahoma goes in here and beats Alabama, You think that DeBoer would probably be on the hot seat?
No, not even close.
Okay.
DeBoer has 2 more seasons before he gets on the hot seat.
I'm just saying to get embarrassed like he did last year against Oklahoma.
I'm still at DeBoer has 2 seasons before he gets on the hot seat, and mostly that's because the first season they knew he had to instill his system, so everybody was giving him time on that. This one, with the way that the team turned around after a loss, he's in a good way. Can't complain by that at all. So he, even if he loses to Oklahoma, which is, even though the media is going to poo-poo it, the fans understand Oklahoma is actually a quality program. You'll get what they call a quality loss. Notice the finger waving. But they went out other than Oklahoma. Now he's safe as a snug in a bug in a rug. But you turn around the next season, he drops off from where he's at, then he'll be in the hot seat.
T Boomer put a question out here for you guys. He said, I have a question. Do you think if we played Ole Miss again in better weather, do we win by a touchdown or 2?
Facts.
Well, I don't know, because you still got to play a clean game. You can't have 10 penalties and give a team, a good team at that, a damn good team at that, more opportunities to keep the drive going. I think that if Oklahoma didn't have the 10 penalties, OU would have won the ball game. Because as you know from the stat guy, he said that 10 of those penalties ended up being 17 points for Ole Miss.
We took the lead.
Yes.
We took the lead, and what did we do after we took the lead? I think we had a turnover on a special team play, and we didn't really run the ball. So yeah, we kind of set ourselves up to lose. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they didn't play a part in it. They played a major part in it because they did their job. They ran with the ball, they caught it, and they ran with it. I'm talking about after we took the lead. And when it was our turn to do our job, we found a way not to do our job. So we have to be, that's what I mean, we have to be disciplined. And if we're disciplined and do our job, we'll be fine. No matter who's on the other side of the field, we'll be fine.
Yeah. And TP they were all pass plays.
Well,
No running in those last 2 series when we went 3 and out.
yes, Lemon.
I'm gonna bring you back to what I said before the Ole Miss game. Our offense, our whole game plan will go as our offensive line goes. We've solved that puzzle. So I'm at this point in time, if we play again, all bets are off. I think the gloves come off. I think we run it down their throat and make them beat us.
Here's the thing. Lane Kiffin did something that nobody has ever done. He kept his players in the huddle till 10 to 13 seconds before the play clock went out, ran to the line, and ran a play. It did not give Oklahoma defensive players any chance to get the right personnel in, get the right play in, get the right situation in. And that's what you do as a OC. You exploit any type of efficiencies that you can do to win the ball game. Lane Kiffin did that very well. Now, he did it, but like we said, we took the lead. I think now with EPL and the guys that we have in now on the offensive line, I believe that we can run the ball on anybody. We're going to find out Saturday. Kyle, do you have the stats up to what Alabama's defense is?
I could get to it real quick. Yeah, the one thing I wanted to say about that Ole Miss game, I didn't want to interrupt anybody.
No.
I have a bad habit of doing that. But yeah, I think if we play Ole Miss again, I think it was a tight game, but I think we have a better shot of winning, which is easy to say that now because we're not going to play him again. But I think Arbuckle trusts the run game a lot more. I think that was the
Yes.
difference in the Tennessee game. He trusted the run game a lot more than what he did with Ole Miss. And I think we needed that versus Ole Miss to. We didn't necessarily need it. I wish we wouldn't have had it, but I feel like that Ole Miss game, he realized, hey, we have something figured out with the run game. It might not be bully ball, but we have something going to where we could run Xavier Robinson for 100 yards a game and get somewhere with it. And I think they used that versus Tennessee, which ended up being a dub. So,
You know
but
what
yeah,
I would do against this in this game? I would have a personnel or a package with Michael Hawkins on the field along with John Mateer. I would have X-Rod in the pistol, and I would have Blaylock in the slot. I would confuse them to the point to where I got 4 weapons on the field that can take the ball to the house anytime. What personnel are you going to run? Because if you give X-Rod the ball, then that means that Blaylock's out in the flat one-on-one with a safety or a linebacker. If you have Michael Hawkins on the other side, you got a linebacker, or you have a wheel linebacker, or you have a free safety on him. Sometimes, man, you have to just start playing chess while everybody's playing checkers.
Well,
Stop.
the real question is,
Yes, sir.
who is 6'5", dashingly handsome, and has to disappear at a moment?
He's stupid as hell. He's stupid as hell. That's your boy, TP. That's your boy. He said,
That's my dog right there, Rivas. That's my dog.
And handsome and has to disappear, and then his ass believes the damn podcast. That's a damn shame.
so
right,
you asked about the run defense, about Bama's run defense.
Yes.
They're 11th in rushing yards per game defending the rush right now. 11th in the SEC. The teams behind them are Tennessee, Ole Miss, South Carolina, Mississippi State, and Arkansas. So,
I think if we run the ball and control the clock, it will allow Oklahoma to gain momentum. If you do this now, and Bishop, you know this, if you run the ball, if I'm a team and I run the ball against a high-powered offense on the other side, and I limit them opportunities of getting points, what tends to happen? They tend to try to go deep because they know that they got to score quick in order to keep the clock from running. They'll start doing plays that they've never done before. I think that Oklahoma really can make Ty Simpson one-dimensional. I really believe that they can make him one-dimensional because we already know his running game is trash. Do you think they're going to try to run the ball on Oklahoma? Go ahead.
Here's what I think.
Yes, sir.
I think that they'll look at doing some max protect stuff just so they can get time, so they get guaranteed time. But you got to do, they watch, just like Brent watches film and our staff watches film, they watch film too. So if you're watching film and you look at the Ole Miss game against our defense, and then you look at the Texas game against our defense, the 2 losses, you're going to gather some of the good things that those 2 teams did. That's what I would do.
Yeah,
Hey,
they're the third worst rushing team right now. 2 teams behind them are LSU and South Carolina.
This is Shorty's assessment. Shorty says, I like Oklahoma's defense, but the offense has to be able to score 27 points to beat Alabama. Look, man, I keep hearing how high-powered Alabama's offense is. I really keep hearing it. And
They scored 20 against LSU.
I'm not questioning it. I'm really not questioning it. Look and see, who was the most points they scored on so far, Kyle? Since you got that stat up.
I'm gonna probably have to do a little bit of digging on that
Well,
one.
I mean, here, I can get it right quick. I'm gonna look at their schedule
Let's see.
on ESPN, and I can just see
Oh, the UL Monroe, but it was
competitive
73-0.
competitive
Yeah,
team.
so third to is Wisconsin competitive to you?
No.
So SEC, all right.
Yeah.
Tennessee with 37.
So they scored 37 on Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay. 37 on Tennessee. They scored 29 on South Carolina. They gave okay, now this is what I want to say. I guess a very bad Missouri team. They beat Missouri 27-24. Against a decent Tennessee team, they beat them 37-20. Against a terrible South Carolina team, they won 29-22. Against a dismantled and coachless LSU, they won 20-9. All I'm saying is this: out of all these teams we see, Georgia, and Shorty, you in here, Georgia, Vanderbilt, Missouri, and Tennessee. You got it up right now, Kyle. Of those teams, which one of those teams has the best defense? Between Georgia, Vanderbilt, Missouri, and Tennessee, and South Carolina.
Best defense.
You would say probably Missouri.
Missouri. Yeah, Missouri's second right now, as far as total defense goes.
Okay, and they scored 27 on the bet. Now, how far is eye test wise, is Missouri and Oklahoma? We've all seen some of the games. How close are those two? Because I always keep hearing number one is the best, and number two, it ain't even close. But we got to put a comparison between number one and number two.
So
how good is number two Missouri defense versus Oklahoma's defense?
Number wise, total defense, yards per game, Oklahoma has 264 yards per game allowed, and Missouri has 270.
And
so I mean,
but Missouri has played a whack ass schedule.
Yeah. I mean, one of their biggest games is Kansas. So, I mean,
I just think, man, I just got a feeling, man. I really do. I just got a feeling that Oklahoma is going to show up for this game.
Yeah, I'm way more confident now that it's at 2:30 rather than at night, which I don't know if that would play. I have a feeling it would play a big difference, but I'm not 100%. But I'm more confident now that it's a 2:30 game than a 6:30.
Okay. Let me ask this question. Alabama's run defense against Oklahoma's run offense. Alabama's run offense versus Oklahoma's defense. Of those two comparisons, you can say Alabama wins one, OU wins the other one. Who wins both? Who's better?
I don't even think it's close.
Oklahoma's run offense versus Alabama's defense. Alabama's offense, run offense against Oklahoma's defense.
I think Oklahoma wins both those matchups, especially after what I've seen last week.
I agree. I agree with that. I just think that the only problem with it is they don't have any desire to run. So I don't know how much prepping we're doing for run. I guess you gotta prep some for it because they got some decent running backs. They really do. It's just the guy don't want to do it. I don't know what's wrong with the guy, but he's won 8 in a row. He's won 8 games in a row. So right, he has won 8 in a row. Right, they're 8-1, right?
I got a question on that. Who was this is a legit question. I'm not 100%. I've heard rumors, but who was the play caller last year for Oklahoma Bama?
That was Kevin Johns.
Yeah.
Is he's still on the team or no?
No.
No, he's at
Oh,
Oklahoma State.
No.
yeah, he's
All
at
right.
Oklahoma State.
Because that's what I was about to ask, if like they would get some insight on whoever called the game last year. Because I mean, they couldn't stop anything, and I don't think they really added that many pieces on defense as far as what they had last year.
But we all know when you play teams, they're going to have a little bit of spice on their offensive play calling because of what Oklahoma did to them last year. You know they are. They're going to have a little bit of zip on the ball. They're going to try to come out and implement their will on Oklahoma. All I'm going to say is this. I think Oklahoma's defense is too nasty to get embarrassed. I think that the game, hold on right quick. I believe the game is going to be a little bit testy the first few quarters. But then I think Oklahoma calms down, John Mateer calms down. But it all depends on the offensive line, and also depends on Arbuckle. Is he ready to call big-time games now? This is not San Diego State. This is not Arizona. This is not Arizona State. This is not BYU. This is not Fresno State. This is the big-time games that we're paying you a lot of money to come here and call plays. We need the same play calling you did against Michigan. We need the same play calling that we got against Auburn. We need the play calling that we got against teams that we were definitely overmatched. We need that shit. We don't need scared to call it because if you don't trust your offense now in week 11, you ain't gonna trust it. You have to trust these young men that you pay hard-earned money for to go out there and do a job, and you're handcuffing them because you don't believe they can do it. Open the damn playbook up and let's go. Because I'm pretty sure I haven't seen the damn play. We haven't used Kanik like we did the first few games, like we need to use his ass. And I want to see drag routes. I want to see crossing routes. I want to see running backs out of the backfield on damn screen passes. I want you to open the damn playbook up, because if you lose this game, it doesn't matter if you finish 9-3. You won't get in the CFP. But if you win this game, your chances increase tremendously against the remaining two teams that you're going to play. So, just my opinion. I mean, I'm not going to give I want to give a pick, but I just got a feeling about this game, man. I don't know what it is. It's just something that's in me that just thinks that, like LSU, everybody thought the Tennessee was just going to blow Oklahoma out. And then the tide turned. The defense started to make the offense uncomfortable, and then mistakes started to happen. That shit happens in real ball games. Doesn't matter how much you prepare for it. If you can't handle pressure, if you don't understand where your safety spot is when pressure is coming from the left or pressure coming from the right, where your safety dish off is, and you don't hit it, it's going to be a different ball game. And I don't think Ty has experienced the pressure that he's going to get Saturday. So, just my assessment. So,
I agree with all of that, Coach. I agree with all of that.
Shorty says, will OU offensive line be able to hold up against Bama? If Ty gets rid of the ball in under 2.8 seconds, which he does, that will nullify some of BB. And Shorty, that's why I said, if you are in a bump and run, you will pretty much mess up that timing route. You cannot let wide receivers, when a quarterback gets rid of the ball that fast, to just come off the line at free will.
Facts.
Because one missed tackle is to the house. But if you put hands on him, I'm a big Dion. I played corner before. I'm a real big Dion, and I put hands on you. I want to be physical with you. I want to put my hands on you, and I want to guide you where I want you to go. I'm not going to let you just run free. And I heard somebody in the comments say, well, Alabama's wide receivers is fast. I don't give a damn. 4.3 and 4.4 is close. And it's close to the point to where if I run 4.4 and I'm a corner, you're not going to outrun me. I don't give a damn what you do. I'm going to be in your back pocket like a pack of bubble gum. I'm going to be in your back pocket. You're not going to leave me. So if we're in bump and run, that will nullify that quick pass, because now you can bat that ball away. And if it might take three seconds. If you get rid of the ball in 2.8, but we get there in 3, by you playing bump and run, he has to hold on to that ball a little bit longer, and that's when the pressure gets there. Sorry, guys. I just that I love when Shorty says that, but that's just me as a coach. I would scream and holler at my defense coordinator and tell him, you better go to bump and run. Well, coach, we might get beat. Hell, we'll get beat if we don't go to bump and run. Shit. Excuse me. My bad. Seatbelt says, I guess you guys are not seeing my comment. I don't know. Y'all have a good one. Many blessings. What was your comment, Shorty? I mean, Seatbelt, what was your? Let me go back up. What was the question? I don't see it. My bad. I don't see it, Seatbelt. Oh, he says, is any of the panel or chat going to Tuscaloosa? I will be there.
I had a ticket waiting for me, but I didn't feel like driving 5 hours. So,
anybody else going? TP, you going?
I'm gonna be in Alabama, but when I get off the golf course, it's gonna be about kickoff, and I think I'm about 2 hours from the stadium where I'm going to be in Alabama. So, no, I'm not going.
Okay.
Unless somebody gets on the phone with Brent and tells him the record when I'm in the stadium.
Crazy.
Hey, seatbelt. Jason should be down there. He's already taken off.
Yes, I know he's going. He's going.
Yeah. Other than that, no. I'm not going to be able to make it.
No, I just which that reminds me to bring it up to Bishop. I ain't told you yet, but Bishop, I definitely ain't going. I got a new promotion, so I'm not gonna be able to go. I'm gonna be locked down for the rest of the year. I'm not going nowhere. But we will start something that I want to start doing. I want to get back to the Saturday mornings picks, because I got a lot of emails and everybody's kind of upset that we missed last week. But like I try to tell people on their team, man, look, I try to do this as much as I can, but we all have responsibilities and we all have things that we have to do. And which you guys will always know, my family will always come first when it comes to anything like this. And if there's anything, my granddaughter had her last ball game and everybody was there, and I was not going to miss that for anything in the world. Keontae's first game was in Greensboro. I was not going to miss that as well. So family aspects that I have are going to always trump the podcast. And I don't mean no disrespect, but yes, keep the emails coming in, keep everything coming in. We will definitely get to it. It's been real tight here. It's been real tight with Amy being sick, and then I was sick for a while, and then I got sick again, and then with the job, and then with a new job. It's just a lot going on right now, man. So just bear with me. I'll try to get it under control. But until then, man, let's just keep everything going. I do want to say, I think that Oklahoma can get this job done if we just play complementary football. Go in there. Don't try to go in there and do anything other than what you've been doing all season. Don't change shit. I'm a big believer. Now, this is one thing I take from Lincoln Riley that he used to always say, and I like it. I don't give a damn what defense they run. I'm still going to run my offense. And that's what Arbuckle has to do. You have a damn great defense. Trust your defense. Call your game, and let's go to work. Yes, coach, Like football, we want results, not excuses. The show must go on. Ha ha ha. Well, Shorty, hey, if you want to come run the podcast one day, man, hey, man, by all means, big dog, you can come run it for me. I appreciate it. I would appreciate it. Help me out sometime, man. A brother need help. Anything, guys, before we got going? The wife is looking at me. It's dinner time. So I want to try to get off here soon and go eat some pizza that we made. Anything that anybody got before we want to get off?
So I want to make y'all laugh real quick. Alabama's rushing average yards versus LSU. Can y'all take a guess on what it was?
Alabama rushed for 2.3 yards a game against Alabama. 2.3
That's
against
crazy.
LSU.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I just found that out. That's crazy.
A buddy of mine who's a big LSU
How many
fan.
carries?
They did
26.
20 something.
26
Really?
for 56.
Yeah. They had 20 carries, 57 yards, or 56 yards total for the whole game.
And they just let LSU hang around like it was nobody's business.
If Bowers Sharp didn't fumble the damn football, they would get ready to score. Shit. Leave Oklahoma.
That name sounds familiar.
He leaves Oklahoma and throw an interception and then go to LSU and fumble a damn ball or lose a damn ball game.
Bro, my phone blew up from all my buddies. They were like, man, take that trash ass tight end back.
Dude,
We don't want
hey, they told me, they was like, Coach, didn't he come from Oklahoma? I said, no, I don't claim his ass no more.
He got small hands like Jackson Arnold. They prone to drop it. They got small hands. They got baby hands. They prone to drop the ball.
Oh, on a side note of that, do you know Nick Anderson is hurt again?
Yeah, man, that's sad right there, man. Nick got
Yeah,
hurt.
it looks like it's saying knee too.
No,
That was no.
I'm pulling for Nick Anderson.
Yeah.
I am. I was very upset that he left, but that's one cat that corner the end zone, Red River rivalry, Red River shootout, corner the end zone. You understand what I'm saying?
He's gonna be an OU legend forever.
He got a spot for me.
Yeah.
Hey,
that right there.
He got a spot right here for me.
That made him a legend in Oklahoma. That little catch in the end zone, made him.
Oh, yeah.
He ain't gonna have to worry about nothing.
You guys might not like this. That Khalid Williams, he got a spot for me coming in as a true freshman who did not play high school football his senior year because of the scam, because of COVID. Let me be careful with my word. Because of COVID. and he came in that game and put the team on his shoulders and won the game. So he got a spot here also. Those two guys. Even though they left, those two guys.
Everything that he did that was great, that was OU fans will always remember. The only thing that OU fans are gonna remember is how his bitch ass left. And what his dad did. That's all they're gonna remember. And that's very sad.
I don't know what his father did. I understand. I do understand why he left, though. I understand why he left. In my judgment, I believe he left because the quarterback guru head coach that he came to OU for left. So I give him a pass. I do give him a pass on that.
TP, I have no problem with that. Here's my thing. We're in the business of teaching young men. We're in the business of teaching young men. We're talking about integrity. We're talking about, my dad always taught me, mean what you say and say what you mean. Your word is the bond. If you shake a man's hand, you honor that. You rob Paul to pay Peter if you have to, because you never know, you might need that again. I'm a person that if you teaching me all these things about be a man, do all these things, but then you go and do some low-level shit like you did, taking money and then packing up all my shit before I even leave just to go to somewhere else. I don't like that. I don't like that whatsoever. If you're going to say, hey guys, I'm going to play the bowl game, but I'm going to leave because the guy I came to play for is leaving, I will give you nothing but kudos for that, because that's what you're supposed to do. But to do what he did and I don't know what I'm going to do. And then next thing we know, your ass is in USC.
Yeah, I knew he was gone as
To
soon
that
as
point,
he entered. I mean,
Coach, when he played the bowl game, I was like, oh, okay, he's staying.
No, he already knew he was gone. His dad was packing his shit up and everything in the truck. They had pictures of it. He was gone. But neither here nor there. I mean, like I said, he did some great things for Oklahoma, and I don't hate the kid for what he did. I just feel like there's ways you do shit. And I'm going to always teach my guys and everything is your word means everything. Your word means everything. And if you say something, you do that. If you can't, I should be the first phone call. TP, I know I said I was going to do so-and-so, but X, Y, and Z came up. So I got to go to TP. I should not be ducking and diving TP. Be a man about your shit. Come and say, hey, I know I said X, Y, and Z, but this is the case. That's how you're supposed to do these things.
When you come, bring your checkbook.
Man, you cracking me up with that damn checkbook, man. Dude, Amy saw the video. She said, he still write checks? I said, yes, his ass still write checks and still got a damn PO box.
Yeah. No PO box, but I do write checks. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I do write checks.
Dude, she said, he still write checks. I said, yes, ma'am, he do. I love it when we get on here, man. We talk about this, man. But I got one final question, then I'm going to get off here. From what you guys have looked and saw on stats, the way games have been played, comparison to other teams that Oklahoma has played, Alabama has played, which is pretty much South Carolina, which is pretty much Tennessee. What is the realistic score that you guys can see from this Saturday? A realistic score, even if it's Oklahoma losing. What is a realistic score? Yes, sir, TP.
So, in my judgment, we got to hold them below 17. So we can only let them get 14, maybe 17. And for us, I'm looking at 21, 24, 28 in that range. I don't see us. I just, we got to keep them south of 17 and below more than anything. I think our offense can scrounge up 21 points, 24, 28. And if the kid gets his confidence for real, and his footwork right, maybe we can go higher. But for win, keep them at 17. Keep that stadium quiet. The fewer scores they have, the quieter it'll be in there.
All right, Kyle, what you think? We'll go Kyle and Bishop, and then Dwayne.
yeah, I think it's gonna be in the 20s. My gut's telling me based off if you wouldn't say who wins or who loses, based off of that, I think it's gonna be like 28-24, something like that. If we get second half Tennessee material, I think this team could score in the 30s. But it's a matter of if he's gonna show up for the whole game or not. So that's all I had.
Sorry about that. I thought I could get back before you guys stop talking. All right. Did everybody say their little piece?
Yeah, I kept it short and sweet. My bad.
All right. Bishop is gone. TP, what do you think?
I stepped away. My bad. Repeat it, please. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying a more realistic score. What do you think Oklahoma or the score would be, even if it means Oklahoma's losing? What is an accurate score that you have for this Saturday?
I'm going 24-17 OU.
Okay. Dwayne.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'll say 28 to 17.
Okay. Kyle, what was your score again?
Yeah, I didn't really give a score, but it in my mind it was right in the middle of both them fellas. I think it's gonna be 28-24 OU.
Full,
Yes, sir, TP.
full disclosure, originally I picked Bama to win this game, right? You
You
remember
did.
that?
You picked Oklahoma to go 11-1.
That's right. And I said the one loss was there.
Okay.
Full disclosure. I don't remember what the score was that I picked, though. I don't have
I'll
that.
have to go dig it up. I think the game is going to be similar to last year. I would say 24-17 Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma can really keep them. I don't think they face a defense like they're going to face this week. And night game and day game do mean something. It really does mean something and everything. You ain't got to worry about the night lights. You ain't got to worry about it being cold. You ain't got, the sun being in your eye or whatever. I think the 2:30 or 3:30 game is right where it needs to be. I think that Oklahoma can go in there, gain a little bit momentum. And I would say 24-17 or 24-21, something similar to that. As long as you get the W, I don't give a damn if it's 21-20. It could be 9-6. Shit, I'll take 3-0. Shit.
I was about to say 2-0, Coach.
If the score is under 10 by both teams, Oklahoma definitely won.
Well, okay. Well, I'll say that for tomorrow or Saturday morning, because I'm going to come on here and we're going to have our picks and everything, because I've gotten over 100 emails talking about, Coach, we missed the picks last week. So we got to give everybody picks and everything, because I guess somebody's winning money because they keep wanting to hear these damn picks and everything. But I know I ain't winning no damn money.
They're winning money off of Ryman Lemon's picks, allegedly.
Boy, look, that damn Ryman Lemon is whooping everybody's ass, boy. He is killing us. And
yeah,
I don't know.
I wanted to be in on that, but I might, if it's Saturday morning, I might have to miss that because I'm not getting
we'll
home
take
till
your
like
picks.
1 o'clock.
You can email me your picks, and
Yeah.
I'll send you the games through your email, and then you can give me the picks and everything, and then I'll mention it here Saturday morning.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, fellas, man. Well, thank you guys, man, for jumping in, man. I'm gonna get off here, man. Go ready to go watch TV and eat some dinner. Thank you, man, again, man, for coming to the show. I know it's been a while since we've been here. We're going to try to get this back on going, man. Like I said, this job that I got starts 24th, so I'm still at my other job. So I'm trying to do 2 jobs right now until the other one starts. So just bear with me and everything, man, and we'll try to get this under control. It's still going to be day shift, so I'll be able to still do some more things. Until then, man, you guys have a wonderful night. I'll see you guys Saturday morning. It is 8 o'clock Eastern time, and Texas ass still sucks.
Exactly. Hey, Coach, what
Yes, sir.
can Brown do for you?
You stupid, man. You stupid,
Love it.
man.
Love it.
Hey, I tell you what, if y'all need anything shipping done or anything happen with UPS or got any kind of problems, I'm your guy on the East Coast. Come holler at your boy, Coach. I'll try to get it fixed for you and everything. Until then, man, you guys have a wonderful night, man. I will see you guys Saturday morning. Until then, Boomer Sooner. Have a good night, fellas. Take care.